Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm PJ. Today I'm going to be telling you guys all the books that I read in January of 2022. Hello? There was a weird sound. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna get into it. First, books that I read this year, it was at the very beginning, were the first was 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 of the A Series of Unfortunate Events series. I love the Netflix show, so I wanted to read the books, and I read these 4. I have the entire series, but you know, I after reading these 7, I read the first 7 all in a row, and I just got bored of it. I just got bored of reading it. I'll finish it eventually, but you know, I read all of these in 2022. Anyway, I read all of these in 2022. I read the other 2 in the last weeks of December, but these were the 5 that I read in January. I finished these the first couple weeks, so they're easy books, they're kids books, but it's a good book. I love them. So yeah, that's those are the first books that I read all in 2022 of January. Next, let's see what else I read. Okay. So then I read Murder Plays House. This is just a book that I found out in my mom and dad's books. This is the one that I read. I read this one after I read these ones because I got bored of those ones and I wanted to read a crime or murder mystery. This one is really good. It's about, oh, what's the main character? Hold on, it'll come to me. Oh, I don't remember her name, but it's about this woman, and she's living in a tiny apartment with her 2 kids and her husband, and she goes to look at a house, but then she walks in on a body, and then she ends up investigating that murder in order to get that house. And yeah, it's a really fun book. There are some adult aspects of it, so it's definitely a book for mature audiences, I would say. But yeah, that's Murder Plays House. One thing I forgot to mention about Murder Plays House is it talks a lot about anorexia and bulimia and a lot of eating disorders as well. So if that's something you don't want to read, I wouldn't suggest this book. It does get kind of graphic at some points. So, yeah, I would say just be aware of that. And then after Murder Plays House, I read The Lost Causes of Bleak Creek by Rhett and Link by Good Mythical Morning. I really love Rhett and Link. I love everything that they do. And I loved this book too. It's it's a YA thriller, I would say. And it's even, I would say, it's definitely like Stranger Things, but it's a really good book. I loved this book. I gave this one 5 stars. It was just one of my favorite books that I've read, honestly, ever. I did a review on this one. I'll probably put my review of it in the in an information card or whatever, but I did a review, so you'll know all my thoughts on it in that video. So if you want to go look at it, click, I think it's in this corner. I'm pretty sure it's in this corner, but yeah, go ahead and look at my review. Yeah, so we'll move on to the next book. And then the next book I read was Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. This one, I thought it was going to be more of a thriller, more of a crime kind of true crime book, but it was. But at the same time, John Green does a really good job of explaining the main character, Asa. She has OCD, and it is a crime book, but it's mostly about like her invasive thoughts and how they kind of take over everything that she does. And honestly, it's really executed well. I think it just raised a really good awareness of mental health and what mental health can do to a person, and just how to get help. So I thought this book was really good. I gave it 4 stars because I didn't think it was quite 5 stars, but it was 4 stars. I would have given it like a 4.5, but that was an option on Goodreads. But I could give this a 4.5, but on Goodreads it's a 4. I don't know. But yeah, I loved this book. This is a good book. I didn't think I would like this one as much. Well, I thought I might like it because it was a crime book, but then once I read a review and they said it was raising awareness of mental health and, you know, kind of get help with it and how to cope. So I thought I didn't like this book, but I read it and I tried it and I actually ended up loving it. So there's Turtles All the Way Down. Next, I have Micheal Vey, The Prisoner of Cell 25. I'm definitely going to be doing a review on this one because this is a book that I read in middle school and I loved it. Even though I was a lot younger and I liked more things like this, when I got it, I didn't think I would like it as much, but oh, I loved this book. This is probably one of my favorite books. It was always exciting. I finished this book in 2.5 days, which, if you know me, I'm a really slow reader. I take forever to even read a chapter, but what kept me engaged is that the chapters are really short, and so you feel like you're just getting stuff done. Like you're finishing the book, which I'm so excited. But I'm gonna read the whole entire series and then do a review on it. But this is my favorite, YA thriller novel. It's not really a thriller, it's more of like a action novel. But it's about a teenage boy who's in high school and he has Tourette's syndrome and he has lightning abilities. He calls himself Electric. Yeah, and so an evil corporation created him, and then the May is it's a machine that made Micheal. When he was born, they put Micheal in there, and it was like an imaging machine. I'm rambling, but I'm gonna do a review on this book for sure because I loved this book. It kept me engaged the whole time. I do actually have the second book coming soon. I think it's coming Monday, so I'm super excited for that. But yeah, this is one of my favorite books in middle school. I read it. I think I read up until the 4th book, which is kind of crazy to me. So I never stick with series, but yeah, I'm really excited to read this series over again. I don't know, I just love this story. I don't know what about it makes me love it, but and the ending, oh, I loved the ending. The ending was so good. But yeah, there's Micheal Vey, Prisoner of Cell 25. So these are all the books that I read just in January. I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. I read 9 books on January. Oh, I dropped one. Oh no. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna put these down. Hold on. That's what I read in January. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, make sure to comment what your favorite book that you read in January was down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't